Hi, I'm AJ. I am 15 years old and I live in Illinois. I started something called the I Hate Cancer Club, but I'll talk to you guys a little bit more about that later. First, I want to say that I'm super excited to welcome Cornerstone Charter Academy into the I Hate Cancer Club family. You guys are our first official school that was not in Illinois that's participating. So, super excited and grateful to have you guys aboard. I'm going to begin my speech by talking a little bit about St. Jude, because that is what the I Hate Cancer Club raises money for. You may have heard of St. Jude before. Maybe you know a little bit about it. Maybe you know more than me about it. But I'm going to start off by giving you the basics about St. Jude because it's good to know. So St. Jude Children's Research Hospital is a very special hospital where really, really sick kids go. You guys have all been sick before. Maybe you had a cold for a few days. Maybe you had the flu for a week. And it's not fun. It's miserable. Your nose is runny. Maybe you threw up. It's not a fun thing. But the kids that go to St. Jude, they are so sick. They're sick for months and years. Can you imagine that? It's terrible being sick for that long. And St. Jude is a hospital that the kids can go to get the special care and treatment that they need. It's also a research hospital, and what that means is that it's not only is it treating kids that go there, but it's also constantly researching and finding new ways to fight these diseases. One of the most common diseases that the kids have that go there is called cancer, and cancer is just a disease that makes kids really, really sick for long periods of time. And St. Jude fights that disease and some other diseases. St. Jude is also a sharing hospital. So if they find new information, a new way, a new medicine for, let's say, lung cancer, and it can benefit not just kids but grown-ups too, they share that information. So not only has it helped kids that go there, the thousands of kids directly that have gone to St. Jude, but it has also helped kids and grown-ups that go to different hospitals because they share that information with other hospitals and doctors. And I think that's a pretty cool thing. Another awesome thing about St. Jude is it's kind of like Chuck E. Cheese. I'm not sure if you guys have Chuck E. Cheese in North Carolina. If you don't know what Chuck E. Cheese is, find a Frank's Kid and they will tell you what Chuck E. Cheese is. But St. Jude is kind of like a huge playground. There's iPads and video games and Legos and Barbies and books and everything a kid could want to play with there. Because if you were sick for years and months and years, wouldn't you want some fun stuff to do? I know I would. So St. Jude is an awesome place. One other amazing thing about it is that anyone who goes there does not have to pay for the medicine and treatment that they give them. So it doesn't matter if you can't afford the treatment, because it's really expensive. It doesn't matter if you can't afford it. They treat everyone. So St. Jude is an amazing place. But it costs over $2 million per day to run St. Jude. One day, $2 million. That's crazy. That's a lot of money. And they run mostly on donations from people like me and you, giving them money so they can fight these diseases that the kids have. So now you know why I love St. Jude. I started what's called the I Hate Cancer Club in 2008 when I was 7. And I started it in memory of our family friend Lexi Wendell, who lost her battle with cancer when she was only 7 years old. She went to St. Jude, and St. Jude prolonged her life. Her mother will tell you to this day that St. Jude is such an amazing place, and St. Jude is the reason that they found out her favorite color was purple, and that she loved butterflies. St. Jude caused that. And it's amazing because she didn't get the outcome that she wanted. Her mom didn't get what she wanted from St. Jude. Her daughter lost her battle with cancer. But she's still such a supporter of St. Jude, and that to me speaks volumes of how amazing St. Jude really is. So the first year I was saving up to buy a Nintendo Wii, and I had about $74 saved up. But I remembered Lexi, and I remembered other stories that I had heard of kids who had cancer, and I decided to donate that $74 to St. Jude. Then the next year I wanted to donate money again, but I wanted to make it even bigger. So I wrote a letter to the principal of my school and asked her if we could have a free dress day. And what that means is you bring in $1 and you get to. We wore uniforms at our school, and if you bring in $1, you get to wear whatever clothes that you want. And all the money raised would go to St. Jude. And she agreed to it, and we raised over $500. And I was like, whoa, that's a lot of money. And the next year I wanted to make it even bigger. So I wrote a letter to the superintendent, and he's kind of like the boss of all the schools in the area, and asked him if I could get other schools involved. And we had about 3 or 4 schools, plus my school involved, and we raised about $3,000. And from there it snowballed. I added more schools each year. Like I said, I started in 2008. We started in 2008 with $74, and over 7 years, I've been able to raise over $30,000 for St. Jude. Now, the main message of the I Hate Cancer Club is that working together and giving a little can get a huge outcome. Now, what that means is you don't have to give $100 or $20 or even $10. You can donate 25 cents or $1 or $5. It doesn't matter how much, because as long as you're doing it with a kind heart and the giving spirit, it matters so much, and it's awesome. Now, I'm not saying that if you have $20 or $30 and you want to donate that to St. Jude, that's awesome. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you only have $5 or if you have 50 cents and you want to donate that to St. Jude, that matters just as much, and that is just as cool. So one example I like to use of this is the snow, because one snowflake is like that big, not even that big. And if it could think, if it could talk, it would say, I'm just a little snowflake. I can't do anything. I'm just going to land on the ground and melt. But when it works together with all of its friends, amazing things can happen. And hundreds of snowflakes get together, they can make a snowball. And thousands of snowflakes, that might cover a sledding hill. You can go sledding. And millions of snowflakes, snow day. Everybody loves snow days. But it all started with that one snowflake. Now, in North Carolina, it might take a little bit less than in Illinois to get a snow day, but it's all the same because one snowflake is so small. You guys are snowflakes. You might think that you can't make a difference, but when you work together with your friends, you can. You can do amazing things. Another dilemma might be that you think that you're just a kid and you can't do anything. Leave the fundraising to grown-ups. But a big part of the I Hate Cancer Club is kids helping kids. Because you don't have to be a grown-up to contribute to society. You don't have to be an adult to make a difference. Each and every one of you has potential to do something amazing. And when you work together, like I demonstrated with the snow, you can do amazing things. And that's what the I Hate Cancer Club is all about. Kids helping kids, working together, giving a little, getting a huge outcome. Now, another thing I like to talk about is the word hate. Because hate is a very powerful word. That's what this means. I hate cancer. To hate something means to dislike it with such a passion you wish it didn't even exist. Wow, that's powerful. So now you have to ask yourself, do you really hate broccoli or math? Now maybe you like those things, but think of something that you might have said in the past that you hate. Do you really hate it? You need broccoli, you need vegetables to help you grow and be strong. And math, without math, we'd barely be able to do anything. It'd all be kind of chaos. We need math, we need those things. Now, having said that, it is okay to hate cancer. That is one thing that you can definitely hate. I hate it. I hate cancer. I hate what it does to people. I hate that it claims the lives of moms and dads and brothers and sisters and friends. I hate cancer. And so does St. Jude. And that's why they do what they do. That's why they work so hard every day to hopefully find a cure for childhood cancer. They have some of the world's best survival rates for the toughest types of cancer. Let me give you kind of a picture of this. In 1962, the year St. Jude started, the childhood survival rate for cancer was 20%. only 20% of kids that had cancer survived. Now, 50 years later, St. Jude has bumped that number to over 80% survival rate. That is amazing. But to St. Jude, that's still not enough. They want to get to 100%. They want to go all the way and cure childhood cancer. And that's one of the reasons that I like to donate to St. Jude. And hopefully it's one of the reasons that you do too. Because I don't want my grandkids or even my kids to know that kids got cancer. I want to thank you guys for listening to my spiel. A huge thanks to Ashley Riley and Caleb Franks for introducing the I Hate Cancer Club to your guys' school. Again, super excited and grateful for that. That's awesome. I recommend, for the older kids, maybe not the younger kids, it could be sad, I recommend watching the movie The Heart of Christmas. It's the true story of the life of Dax Locke. He had cancer, and he lost his battle. And his mom today is such a champion for St. Jude. She's such a great supporter. And again, that just speaks so much to me about what an amazing place St. Jude is, because she didn't get the outcome that she wanted, yet here she is supporting it to this day. So that movie is a great illustration of how St. Jude works and how cancer can affect the lives of little kids. We do have a Facebook page. It's just the I Hate Cancer Club. So I invite you to come and like that. You can keep up to date with it, see what the I Hate Cancer Club is doing, and that would be awesome. I'm super excited to see what you guys come up with to help the kids of St. Jude. So thank you again.